Today we're in Fort Washington, Maryland, touring a brand new modern home that also offers both income and development potential. This property is currently on the market at $1.1 million with Yusef Sentinkaya of eXp Realty, and the location is about 12 minutes to National Harbor, 25 minutes to the White House, and you're on about 2 acres of buildable land. The home itself has about 2,500 square feet with 5 beds, 3 baths, including a 2-bed, 1-bath basement rental unit, plus a separate office space. There's no HOA here, and the zoning allows up to 4 additional houses to be built, or you could lease part of the land for RV parking. With that being said, let's start the tour, and if you have any questions or would like to schedule a showing, just reach out to me below. And also be sure to sign up for our DC area weekly real estate newsletter.
All right, let's get this tour started. This has got to be the most interesting property we've probably ever toured. I'll tell you all about it as we go through, but there's a lot of, possibilities with this property. And obviously any property has possibilities for the right price, so something to keep in mind. So here's the main entrance, so we get some natural light coming through the entranceway, and you can see it just kind of opens up to this living area, kitchen. We do have the vaulted ceilings or the slanted ceilings, and then have these floor to ceiling windows. Then we also have this like driveway, patio kind of space. So here we have, this would be like the living room. We have the gas fireplace, put your TV up there. And these floors are a Brazilian cherry hardwood floor. Has a nice ring to it. I think the more exotic something sounds like, the better, the more expensive. And you can see on this side, you know, we have the trees, the green views, which is kind of nice, the nature views. So we got our kitchen, we got the GE appliances, it is electric. And then we got the quartz countertops and the backsplash. The range hood. Let's check out what they got for me in the fridge. Oh, sweet, we got some water. I'll take a water for the road, probably, because it's hot out and I'm walking around a lot. So this would kind of be the pantry space right here. And before we check out the bedrooms and bathrooms, let me just show you this main area again. So you kind of have like almost like a dirt road. And then the neighbor actually, they have a lot of cars, and they got a boat, they got jet skis, they got everything. But this location, you're 12 minutes to National Harbor, less than 30 minutes to downtown DC. But then there's pockets in Fort Washington kind of like this where it's just not as like developed. So this would be bathroom number 1. Got the black modern tile and then super tall ceilings. We got the skylight and we have the bathtub. It's good. People like bathtubs. This glass door here. And the modern vanity, of course. I think that just attaches to, yeah, that goes to the bedroom, which we'll check out in a second here. Make our way around. See the hallway. So this would be the laundry room. You got the industrial look going on. We got our skylight. We got our sink as well. All right. So this would be bedroom number 1. Got our nice fan up there. And then this attaches to that bathroom that we were just in. And we got a little bit of space up there even. And we have the skylight as well. Closet. And this property is almost 2 acres. So you can see there's like a bunch of cars parked and boats and jet skis. So I'd have to see exactly how big the lot is. They didn't really have a plat online. So I think it might actually go on this side as well if it's 2 acres. There's a lot of wooded area, undeveloped wooded area that I think is part of this land. So check out this. This is like the nature room right here. I feel like an animal would like pop out at any moment. In a good way, not in like a scary kind of way. Like maybe there's some birds or I don't know, something. Anyways, here is the shower. So get the gray tile on the floor and then the nice modern white tile with the glass door. The vanity might be a little low, but it's all right, not too low. I think that mirror needs to be centered a little bit differently. And we got the skylight with the fan, of course. And we have our walk-in closet. So this would be bedroom number 3. So that last bedroom that we were in, that would be the primary suite. And you're probably thinking, wait, this house is over $1 million and the primary suite is not like massive. With this house, you have to remember that you can build, according to the listing at least, you can build an additional 4 houses. And then they also mentioned that you could rent out some of this land for RV rentals. So like people could park their RVs maybe there or maybe on the other side, like where it's undeveloped. Maybe you'd have to clear some of that land. And then there's also a separate rental unit below this that we'll check out. And then there's also a separate office that you could potentially rent out. So it's more of like an income kind of property. And then of course you're, pretty close to National Harbor, somewhat close to DC. So there's a lot going on with this property, but for the right buyer, could be a good deal. It's definitely an interesting type of deal. So this is the office right here that they mentioned somebody could like potentially rent out, and we'll check that out. And then below me is like a 2-bedroom, I think it's 2-bedroom suite that maybe somebody could use for Airbnb or just like a long-term rental. Definitely like a scenic deck out here, and we do have the Trex material. Close this up. Oh, we got a roadblock here. Let me close these doors. So 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths on this level. We still got several different parts of the property to check out. Hey, what's up? It's Jeff here. So if you have any questions about this property, or if you want to set up a showing for this house or any other houses around the DMV area, just reach out to me below and I'd love to assist you. Also, be sure to sign up for our weekly email newsletter in the link below. We go over different houses, market updates, and helpful things like that. All right, let's check out the basement unit. So we actually have to go outside and around because the rental suite is completely separate. So maybe I should do more income property tours. But yeah, let me just back up a little bit. So the RV rentals, I'm guessing you would do it like right there, or you'd have to clear out some of this land. There's like a lot of undeveloped land right there. So a lot of possibility for the right person, but this is definitely one where you'd have to, really crunch your numbers to make sure it works for you, just because there's so many moving pieces going on with this one. We'll check out the office too. The massive window right there. So they mentioned this as like a rental, like for a business basically. I mean, yeah, I guess you could. There's no bathroom. So, it could be like more like a yoga studio or home office maybe, or I don't know. Not sure what that is either, but okay. Looks like paint maybe. Let me give you one more view. I mean, it's, it's a decent size like studio. And then you could park some cars right there on this driveway. So we will head down to the rental suite. Got the bamboo, getting some nature vibes. Would be kind of funny if an animal just popped out of here. Okay. So there is a walkway right there. And obviously bamboo can be invasive, so you do have to kind of keep an eye on it, but it's definitely good for privacy. All right. This is interesting. So, yeah, they do have it set up as a separate rental suite. So you got your kitchen, brand new kitchen, quartz countertops. This is actually missing the handle here. Oh, it's right there. And we have a piece of flooring right there. Put that into ChatGPT and it'll spit out what kind of flooring it is. All right. So this is the laundry room. It's like kind of unfinished space. We're going to close that up. So we have some type of vinyl wood type of flooring down here, it seems like. But, plenty of space. Check out the bedrooms. All right, so this is a little bit low coming in here. And I'm not sure if that window would quite meet the egress requirements. Whoa, this is just unfinished closet. All right, so this would be the main closet. All right, you know, it's a decent size for a smaller kind of den, maybe a bedroom. This would be more of like the rental suite, so you wouldn't be living down here necessarily. And then we got, this would definitely meet the requirements. So this window is like twice the size of a normal window. And then that other window is like half the size of a normal window. So this would definitely be a bedroom. Put the biggest window ever down here. Closet there. And actually, of course, we have a bathroom down here, which I almost forgot about. So the bathroom is that smaller door. I was like, what is this small door over here? So it is like a little bit lower, but it's a nice bathroom. You can like walk in here. All right, so once you walk in, it's, you know, it's fine. It's like normal height. Looks like it's nicely done. They got this multicolored flooring going on here. And they still gotta patch that up. Our modern fixtures, sink. But here's what I was saying, it's a little bit, kind of had to duck a little bit coming in here. But once you're in here, it's fine. So it's basically like a 2-bed, 1-bath rental downstairs, completely separate from the rest of the house. Because you're close to National Harbor, that kind of thing, you know, you probably would be able to find some people to rent it out pretty easily, I think. Plus they have their own little deck area. Let me just walk you out over here. So this is gotta be one of the most interesting houses I think we've toured so far. It's everything going on, separate rental, separate office, kind of. Potential for RV rentals, potential to build 4 additional homes. That's probably the biggest selling point. So you're just, you know, you're buying the house, but you're also buying a substantial amount of land, you know, about 2 acres, just under 2 acres of, at least they advertise as buildable land. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one. And if you have any questions about this property, or if you're looking to set up a showing for this one, or any other homes around the Northern Virginia, DC area, just reach out to me below and I'd love to assist you. See you on the next one.